Well, hi everybody, it's Captain Matt here with Ducksalt. I'm going to show you a couple simple ideas you can use with Ducksalt. This is something that we do a lot as experiment with foods. We don't really promote a lot of big corporations on our little video clips, but you kind of can see here we have a few generic items, a couple name brand items. But what I'm going to do is show you how you can use just basic off the bottom of the shelf barbecue sauce without spending $9.99, $4.99, $6.99. And I'm going to make some very generic custom-made barbecue sauce that anybody can do. What we've done here is we've dumped in a couple of bottles of basic generic barbecue sauce. We've added a little bit of chopped garlic. Gotta have just a mystical spitch of magic smoke, not too much, but just enough to let it by. And you want it sweet? That's what God made honey for. We add in a little bit of honey to that. How sweet ever you want it to go. Remember, there's no rules in the kitchen once you start using Ducksalt, because it's just like duct tape for food. It'll fix anything. So we add a little bit of ketchup, or mustard I mean. Now, here's the secret little ingredient. Just a pinch of cherry sauce out of maraschino cherries. And that always adds just a little bit of flavor. Now you gotta add a little bit of pop to it, a couple drops of hot sauce. Ooh. Maybe just a pinch more. All right. I forgot to do something before I stir this all up. I need to get my apron. Hold on. Okay, now that we've added our liquid smoke, our honey, a little bit of mustard, chopped garlic, a little bit of cherry juice, a few drops of hot sauce, here comes the magic ingredient. Once you buy Ducksalt, you always want to shake it up. It always wants to settle in the particles, so you always want to shake it up every time you use it. A couple splashes of the Ducksalt in there, 2 or 3 good ones. Now let's whip this up a little bit. And we'll try it here real quick. Use our clean finger. That turned out perfect. And it was just that simple. Liquid smoke, honey, mustard, a little bit of cherry juice, some hot sauce, garlic, and Ducksalt. Now, that's ready to go to the national finals right there and win. Couple things you can also do with Ducksalt is cucumbers. Cucumbers are 98% water, and what happens is you can use Ducksalt and put them on clean, fresh cucumbers. You don't want to cake them, lightly dust them. Let them sit for like 15 minutes in the fridge. The water absorbs up into the sodium or the salt and the Ducksalt. It's a wonderful snack and a slow cal. Remember, 98% moisture is what a cucumber is. All right, let's talk chip and dip real quick. French onion dressing. Now, it's generic plain, but not when you add Ducksalt to it. You want to put in about 1/2 to 3/4 of a teaspoon. If you want more, put more in it. If you want less, put less in it. But once you stir it all up and you let it set for 20-30 minutes, it makes a wonderful chip dip, and it also works great in a baked potato. We're on a baked potato. Okay, my favorite summertime of them all is cantaloupe, Rocky Ford cantaloupe. Rocky Ford cantaloupe's not in season. They're just barely putting them in the ground this time of year. But there you go again. It's got a lot of water in it, a little bit of Ducksalt. It helps draw the moisture to the surface. Let this sit in the fridge for a little bit, and you got a really good snack that you can always work with very easy. It's always a crowd pleaser for everyone. Now we're going to set this off to the side. Don't forget, check out Facebook with Ducksalt. You can always send your pictures to us, and you can also email me with any questions about fundraising, matt@ducksalt.com. All right, here's the granddaddy of them all. Pork ribs. Now, before the granddaddy of them all, I better talk about the queen of them all. Tornado Tanya's Bloody Mary mix. This stuff is out of this world. Now, if you rim your glass with Ducksalt, use Tito's vodka, one of the best vodkas ever made. He's a good friend of mine. Tanya's Tornado Bloody Mary mix, available at Main Street Flowers and Gifts, downtown Greensburg. That's 620-723-1113. Call Tanya. She'll send you out some. It's inexpensive. I think for a high caliber Bloody Mary mix. I love it. Actually, you can even put it in some of your sauce if you want. Okay, short ribs. It's short rib season because of Easter was not too long ago. There's a lot of pork products out there available on the market. Right now they're super good priced. Holidays coming up. We want to really do something with the ribs that we want to do. Now, it's raining outside, tornado weather. We don't want to go outside grilling. Let's just say we don't feel like firing up the grill. We can preheat our oven inside the house to 218, 220 degrees. All right, we've taken our ribs, we've doubled up some foil so we don't have any leakage problems. If you don't know how to double foil, you probably shouldn't be in the kitchen to begin with. You just double it up, roll it together, make a seam, set it flat. Now we put Ducksalt on the bottom underneath our tray or our aluminum foil. We're going to come back in. We're just going to give a light dusting of Ducksalt again, just all over the ribs. Now, we're going to revert back to just a pinch of the cherry sauce or cherry juice out of the jar. And that's all we're going to do, because what's going to happen is once it starts cooking, it's going to transfer through all the aluminum foil because of the heat displacement of the liquids that are in the meat. We're going to put just a little bit of glaze of honey on there too. Just not much, just enough just to pass it by, because it will go all the way through. Then off to the side, it doesn't have to be on the meat, it can be in the bottom of the aluminum foil. 1, 2, 3, 4 splashes of liquid smoke. Now, I'm going to fold everything together, bring it to the top, roll it all the way down, crunch in the edges. Now, you're going to put this on a metal tray. This is a plastic lid. We couldn't find a metal tray today. Improvise. Remember, there's no rules in the kitchen. Throw this on a cookie sheet with a 1-inch lip, 220 degrees, and you'll want to do that for about 6 to 7 hours, depending on the thickness of your meat. Always go to the internet and Google the times for cooking and the temperatures that you want to be safe at your house. Have a great day, everybody. Peace, and remember, just duck it.